excellent episode of Trapped in a Dating Sim, bro. I didn't expect Olivia to confess her love this episode, right? Didn't expect that. I thought that was gonna be like something that was gonna stay for the end and then maybe like let that lead into a potential season 2 announcement. But no, they legit was just like, yo, we gonna give you this love confession. And Leon, contrary to what I thought he would have did the exact opposite. Cause I was for sure thinking he was gonna be like, you know what, nah, I'm not open to this shit. I'm a mob character, even though he was doing that. But with Olivia's, like, she got brave, the bravery, and let Leon know, like, look, I love you, dog. Olivia was not having, you know, him try to say I'm a mob character, you know, you don't belong with me, this, that, and the third. She already knew what the deal was. And that's gonna make it really dope moving forward, because I seen for the preview, he already in his like night gear, you feel me? And that shit was tight. But anyway, let's get into this episode because it was really dope. We got Gertrude out of there, bro. I wonder what she's gonna be in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, what is she gonna provide? Is she gonna become a prisoner of war, right? Like, is she gonna become a resident of our kingdom on some she was put up to this shit by somebody else type ordeal? You know what I'm saying? Because you seen that mustache man, I'm gonna just call him Mustache Man because I don't remember his name like that. You seen that mustache man was willing to be like, yo, they got our princess, she's giving up her life for the principality, you know, she's gonna be a noble sacrifice. And even she was like cool with it. She was like, oh man, they can just replace me. You know what I'm saying? She was willing to be sacrificed. So I don't know what we're gonna do with her moving forward. Probably gonna lock her up or some shit. She might end up fucking with Leon at some point. Who knows? We got that squared away. Leon and Luxian rushed that shit down, bro. That shit was tight because Leon really understood the urgency of the situation and shot right to the ship. And obviously, you know, he's played the game, so he knows what he has to do. But what was so cool about knowing what he has to do is that Olivia and Angie both asked themselves that same question. It's like, so what do I do? What can I do to help Leon? What can I do to help, you know, my peers around me? And the dopest shit about that is like they awaken to their abilities. Angie with the fire lances, which I didn't expect that, right? Like that was completely out of left field for me. I thought she was gonna do some like summons shit, right? She was gonna summon like some fucking familiar and it was gonna go on the rampage. That just, Angie strikes me as that type of person. But Olivia awakening her saint abilities without the saint pieces, that should have been a key indicator for Leon, like, bro, this shit is not what it's supposed to be. Something's up. And again, I know his sister is here, so it's like he should have for sure knew when Marie was doing all that weird shit and, you know, Olivia wasn't attracting the princess' attention, that some weird shit should have been going on, but that's neither here nor there. Funny enough, speaking of the princess, Chris is cool as fuck, right? Like, I fuck with Chris. And Olivia was like, nah, I don't fuck with Chris because he's needy, but I think Chris is really cool. Like, he's an honorable dude. Unlike all these other ones that, like, really wasn't fucking with Leon the long way, you know what I mean? Chris really, like, respects Leon, especially his battle sense, right? Like his battle capabilities. He really respects Leon. So seeing that, I was really happy, bro. I'm like, yeah, this is the type of shit that I like to see moving forward. One of the moments that I thought was like really, really dope was Leon busting through the floor when Mustache Man was like, it seems that your noble knight has been eaten alive by the ship. We're gonna write his name down in the principality books. And then he busts through the floor, not only drops down, shotgun whips his ass, but Luxie is shaved off his fucking mustache, bro. That shit was funny. I'm just like, how do you further humiliate somebody that was talking shit about you than, you know, not only busting through the floor and making them eat their words, but also lose the mustache that they so inherently love. I thought that shit was fucking genius. And not to mention, when he shot the maid, bro, I was genuinely confused because I was like, yo, did he just kill her? But it was rubber pellets, so typical Leon shit, right? Like, he said it before that he just can't, like, kill somebody. Knowing that he shot her like that with a fucking rubber bullet, I knew what time it was. And remember what I said, right? Last episode, it was cool how Deirdre was taking, like, charge when she really should, because she obviously has the most status. At least in my opinion, she has the most status amongst all the other nobles there. She did it again, but she did it in such a cocky, arrogant way that I had no choice but to laugh. I was gonna be like, yo, that was sick as fuck, but you know, she took the typical noble route and I brushed it off casually. Another thing that I want to touch on in regards to feelings, right? Like things that were coming to light that I pretty much predicted like 2 or 3 episodes ago was the fact that even Angie understands like what Leon means to her. You know what I mean? We see seen that coming because she was so worried about what Leon was doing, why he was out there fucking flying through the ship. She seen Schwert and she fucking lost it. You seen it as they were leaving the ship after Leon busted him out and shit, and Leon's talking all this shit, and she's just watching and laughing from behind, and just like all these memories are casually going in. And I'm gonna just say this flat out, right? Everybody who watches anime, anytime you see these like little flashback moments of like memories that you have of a specific person and it leads into some shit like this, you guys already know what they're insinuating and what it's going to mean going forward anyway. She fully understands like what she's feeling now for Leon. And it was even in the moment when she was falling off the ship, right? And Olivia grabbed her arm like right before that, and she was having that light flashing before my eyes moment. It's just like, yeah, you know, Dad, Olivia, Prince Julius, brother. And then of course it's Leon last, and she understood like, please be a good friend to Olivia and shit. Boom, get saved, right? These are all integral moments to what is going to be happening in the next episode, at least in my opinion, right? You can't tell me relationships don't play a key role in a fucking dating sim game anime, right? That's why when people try to tell me shit about this, I know I had some flack on Twitter about it too. And somebody was like, bro, relationships don't matter in this anime. It's all about what Leon's gonna do action-wise and this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, do you realize that the anime is called Trapped in a Dating Sim? Trapped in a dating sim. But overall, I was genuinely proud of this episode. Like truly, right? Like genuinely. The whole rescuing Olivia while she was falling off the ship scene was so dope. And it was something that I was waiting for this entire anime, right? Because they gave us the hints that, you know, Olivia and him were gonna be a thing, and Angie too, right? Like you can't brush that off. That's really gonna be a thing. But anyway, she really like gathered all her courage to let Leon know what the deal was. And I'm pretty sure at some point, maybe next episode, Leon is going to accept these feelings, right? Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? From her and Angie, potentially Angie, right? It has to happen. I feel it in my loins, right? Like it has to happen next episode. This is like the easiest way to a life that you'll really be proud of, right? Why not do it? You know, that shit was touching, bro. It was hella touching. Let me know if y'all fucked with this episode down below. Let me know if it was to your liking. Let me know if you didn't enjoy it. If there was anything that was left out. Oh yeah, and before we even end, right? The semi-bald swordsman that we're gonna have to fight in the next episode, I think we're gonna clear him. Nobody really stands a chance against Leon anyway. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're one of the princes, this, that, and the third, you don't stand a chance against Leon. I wanna see if instead of Leon fighting him, Chris is gonna fight him. I think Chris would be a sick fight, right? I want to see Chris like really do shit because I'm a fan of Chris now, right? Like I wasn't a fan of Chris before because he was being smug and all this other shit, but like as he came to respect Leon and, you know, be cool with Leon in the gang, I definitely accept him in the gang. But anyway, like I said, if there was anything that was left out of this episode, make sure y'all let me know in the comment section below. As long as it's not like super duper spoilery, I'll go ahead and let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna be pushing these membership perks really soon. I'm working with my team, aka me, behind the scenes to see like what I'm gonna get done and how I'm gonna do this shit, especially if you guys want to support me in my endeavors as a creator and a creative mind, a brand, all of that. I'm gonna be pushing that shit a little later. So thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for everything that you've been doing for me, whether it's just watching the video, subscribing, all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. Following me on Twitter, on Twitch, all of that. Just supporting me in general. I really fucking respect you guys and love you guys for that. That means a lot to me, the creator. So with that being said, it's your boy DomoSenpai, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.